Now we will see clause B of section 335, which talks about if a document is already made, signed, or even electronically signed, and later someone changes it in a way to deceive others, that is also considered as a making a false document. In part A, we have seen that how a person makes a false document. Like if they dishonestly or fraudulently alter a document or an electronic record without lawful authority, it is considered as a false document. But making a false document is one thing. And what if someone takes a real document, an original document, and changes it later to cheat? That's exactly what section 335 clause B talks about. So let me explain this you with real examples. So the first example is changing a will. So a man's will say his property goes to his two children. After his death, one child secretly changes the will, cutting out the other sibling. So here, as you can see that a man has two children and he created a will, and in his will he distributed his property to his two children, and after his death one of his child secretly changes the will, so he just secretly cutting out his other brother name. And why he do that? So he does that because he wants to gain the entire property unfairly. So here, as you can see, that he wants to gain. So as I told you in the part A, if there is wrongful gain and wrongful loss to other person, then it would be considered as dishonestly. So here the one who changes the will or cut off his brother's name has done this dishonestly, and in the eyes of law it would be considered as making a false document. Now we will take the another example. So example 2 is altering a contract. So two businessmen sign a contract that says 10 lakh. Later one partner secretly edits it to show 15 lakh. So here you can see that two businessmen sign a contract which is of worth of 10 lakh, and the one partner edits it to show 15 lakh. So why he did that? So he wants to make the other party to pay more money. So he wants to wrongfully gain and wants to wrongfully loss to other person or other party. Now take another example, changing government records. So someone hacks into a school or government database and changes their mark sheet or Aadhaar card details. So why he does that? To get admission, job benefits, or identity advantages. So here the person who did this did not get any immediate financial gain, but he did because he wants to get an admission. He wants job benefit, identity advantages. So as we earlier discussed that if someone does these things, like creating fake documents or creating fake electronic records for financial gain or property gain, and wants to cause wrongful loss to the other person, then it would be considered dishonestly, and if it is not, then it would be considered as a fraudulently. Here also I would like to mention one more thing, that the court also consider material facts of the case. So I hope it's clear to you. It was um, clause B of section 335. So the basic difference between the clause A and clause B was just very simple. In clause A, the person creates a fake document or fake electronic record. It may be dishonestly or fraudulently. And in clause B, the person is altering already existed document. That means it doesn't matter who made the original document. It could be you, someone else, or even a person who is no longer alive. If someone tampers with it in any material way without legal authority, it becomes a false document. So it's not just creating fake documents from scratch that is illegal. Even altering genuine documents dishonestly or fraudulently makes them false in the eyes of law, and yes, that's a punishable offense. Now we will read the bare language of this section. So clause B of section 335 reads like who without lawful authority. So here the person who is doing or changing such document has no lawful authority, and doing dishonestly or fraudulently by cancellation or otherwise alters a document or an electronic record. Here it is mentioned that it may be a document or it may be a electronic record in any material part thereof after it has been made, executed or affixed with electronic signature either by himself or by any other person, whether such person be living or dead. Here there is no restriction, or it's been cleared in the law that the person who made the document may be living or may be dead at the time of such alteration. So I hope it's clear to you. If you have any doubt, you can comment down, and if you like this video, please drop a like and subscribe my YouTube channel, and wait for part third of this video.